Hey, it's your girl, Allison Williams.
Hey, this is DeVaugn Howard.
Hi, this is Beth.
Hi, this is Cindy Mizell.
Hi, this is Tony Walker.
Hey, what's good, y'all? This is Darian Dean.
Hey, everybody, this is the Queen of Philadelphia, Tangeray Hayward.
Hey, everybody, this is Yasdira.
Hi, this is Mason.
Hey, everybody, this is Russell Taylor.
Hey, guys, what's up? This is Ness.
Hey, this is Kenny Allen.
What's up, everybody? This is Cecily.
Hey, this is Corey Day.
Hey, this is your girl, Castella.
Hey, everybody, this is Rebecca G.
Hey, everyone, this is Hill Street Soul.
What's up, good people? This is bassist Hubert Hughes IV.
This is Melvin Lee Davis.
Yo, what's second? This is Noel Gordine.
Hey, this is your girl, Lady Alma, and you're listening to my friend Troy Saunders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Yo, it's a new season, and you know, I've been taking a little break. Summertime was here. I was going to enjoy a little bit of that sun while I can. But now fall is here, and we are back with season 7 of the Bass Entertainment Podcast, y'all. That deserves some hand claps. Hey, you know, we working on going on 5 years, and who knew that we were doing? Is it 5 years? Yeah, 2021 when all this started. We 2025 next March, April will be 5 years. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm still enjoying it, and you know what? We got a show for you today, tonight, depends on whenever you're listening, and we came back with season number 7 hard with us 6. Anyway, y'all know what season we in. I'll get it together before the night's out. But we got a show for you all today. We got the Love King, Mr. Raheem DeVaughn. Yes. And hanging out also, we also promoting their collaborative new album, When Butterflies Become Unicorns. Miss Grenique is with us also, y'all. But Yep. Hold your hand claps. Before we get into conversing with these two incredible artists, I want to start off with one of the songs off that album. I'm going to start off with 100 because what we're really kind of doing here, we're doing an album listening party. So we're going to go through we're going to play a little bit of each one of the songs, and just to get you all acquainted with it and get you ready to go out there and download and purchase do whatever you got to do to get it in your hands. And please, once you get it, share it. But anyway, this is 100, y'all. Check it out.
Don't kill my vibe. Don't blow my high. If you want bullshit, see the exit sign. It's too valuable, baby. So don't waste my time. I don't need you for a goddamn thing, baby. I be too busy getting mine. Just keep it 100, 100, 100 with me. Just keep it 100, 100 with me. Solid. Just keep it 100, 100, 100 with me. Loyal. Just keep it 100, 100, 100 with me. Me. Don't make me reach you. Nigga, I don't need you. I might entertain you, but that don't mean I'ma keep you. Cause I'm way too seasoned. Nigga, I'm way too seasoned. So I suggest you play your position well. Play it. Just keep it 100, 100, 100 with me. Just keep it 100, 100.
Yeah. You know, like I said, I'm only going to give you a little bit because I want you to go on out there and support. I want you to go and download the whole thing, stream it, purchase it, whatever you need to do so you can hear the whole thing. If I play the whole thing, you might not want to go get the whole thing. You're like, I heard it. No, I want to keep you hungry. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Mr. the Love King, Mr. Raheem DeVaughn.
Hey, Troy, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Yo, it's my pleasure. And hanging out with me. Now, if y'all missed it, this is the second time Grenique has been on the Bass Entertainment Podcast. And remember, we was talking about this project when the first time she was on. We was just eagerly waiting for it. And now she's back to grace us with her beautiful presence. Miss Grenique, y'all.
Yeah, hey. How you doing today, Troy?
I am well. I am blessed and feeling good, y'all.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. Now let me ask, people gonna ask, well, how did y'all meet up? How did this begin? What made y'all do this collaborative effort?
Right.
I know Grenique. I know Grenique well over 20 years, 25 years or so. And, always been fond of her as an artist. We got a friendship, family, all the things. So, creating this project is something that I always wanted to do. Having involvement in her, in the sound sonically. So, when we reconnected and the opportunity presented itself to be able to do it, I stepped to her about it and she was with it. It's been a journey. It's a process. Initially, in the perfect world, it would have been out, 2020, 2021. But of course, like COVID happened and just like shifted everything for everyone, and here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Better late than never. I know that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now, since you're both from the DMV area, did you grow up in the same area? Did you go to school together?
No, we did not go to school together, but it's the same area though.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
you went to Northwestern, right?
Huh?
You went to Northwestern, right?
I went to High Point.
Oh, you went to High Point. Okay.
Yeah. Northwestern was our rivalry school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where did you go, Miss Grenique? Give your school some shout out.
I went to Parkdale High School. Shout out to Parkdale Panthers.
All right, now.
Oh, yeah.
Some of my best friends are from the DMV area. I love going down there. I mean, it's so cultural and like you said, it's one of the, between Atlanta and DC, that's the chocolate city as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And Detroit, but Detroit is getting a little more gentrified. Well, all of them get a little more gentrified except for Atlanta. But a lot of people are moving into DC also that's and gentrifying it a little bit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Big time.
But so in case you didn't know, Grenique is, she started doing go-go. She was go-go. She could rap. Mm-hmm. One thing I love about this album also is a little mixture of everything. That song had a little hip hop vibe. You got a little jazz vibe. You touching on a whole bunch of genres within the music, but it's still soulful.
Yes. I actually started off rapping. My first song was a rap song, and then I started singing. And then I was in go-go bands. Like, that was my thing. I was in go-go bands at 15. They were sneaking me in the clubs. So, go-go is like the root of me.
And Raheem, you was just singing, huh? You saw, from what I hear, it said something about you saw some people singing on the street corner. You just joined in before you know it.
Yeah, my first year of college is where I really jumped off the porch as pursuing to be an artist. I too had, wanted to be an MC, dreams of being an MC, but I didn't have the patience to write the raps, you know what I mean? And sit and just write the raps and, sing. So singing, easily became my thing.
So now, do you write the lyrics on most of your songs? It's just like writing the rap right now.
Yeah, for sure. I would say probably before I was a singer, I was a writer. I always was into the words and reading the credits and seeing who was writing what, who's producing what. Kind of just peeping the cadences and the styles and figuring out how I could go in the studio and make a song sound very similar to what they could do. Was my first task. So I would mimic things. Babyface in particular, or something that was like produced or written by Devontae or Jodeci, So everything kind of had that feel to it initially. And then, as I developed and, found my own voice and found my own pen and found my own creativity, it's cool to borrow from places, but I think that, I think we all are inspired by a lot of different influences, but it's very important for artists to have their own sound. you know, or to allow somebody to give you a sound or producer to, you know, to work with in some cases, or songwriters and stuff like that, you know. So definitely, in the later years, I focused on creating like a sound that like a Raheem DeVaughn sound, if you will.
And you definitely do. So let me ask you, so how did y'all work together? Like Grenique she writes also, she's a poet. So did she write the lyrics and did you do the music, or did y'all sit down and say, oh, I got a thought on this song, and she wrote a couple of lines and then you wrote a couple of lines and she said, oh, wait a second, let's add this into it. You know, how did that go?
Well, you know what? Like, honestly, like I came to her and said, hey, like, I want to, would you give me an opportunity to just be the clay? You know what I mean? And let's see what comes out, you know? And you know, so she gave me free reign to like pick the producers and just, you know, come up with records and start ideas and, you know what I mean? And, you know, but as far as like creatively, I just feel like the artist, whoever's performing the song, you know, they have to make the song theirs, you know, and I feel like she did a really good job of like, you know, making these songs her, but they also were tailor-made for you know, for her movement, you know, being as though we're friends too. I'm able to, you know, if she, you know, at the time, you know, if she's in a relationship at the time, for example, you know, we can talk about that. I can pull from that, and she can too. You know, I think that's what we do best as creatives is you know, wearing it on our sleeve, or whether it's vicariously, you know, situation. You know, record like 100, for example. Like I've just felt like, from a woman's perspective, that's the one thing that women, you know, need. If it's not the one thing, it's one of the things that's on the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So and that's what I was ready to say. Also, is that you would think that she wrote all the songs on there, lyrics, because they fit you so perfectly.
Yeah, I wrote like a couple like little sprinkles, like I wrote the rhymes, and you know, I came in and he was just like, throw it in, you know, throw this on, write a rap or write a poem or write, you know what I'm saying? But Raheem and I's style is like very similar. You know, it's very, very similar. So, and we've known each other for years, so he know what I can do vocally, you know, so.
So I'm sure a lot of people were surprised, you know, when y'all came out with Memory Lane, and I was like, go ahead, Grenique, do it. You know?
With Memory Lane, I sung it a cappella, right? And then I sent it to Raheem, and he was like, let's remake it. I was like, word? And he was like, yeah, okay. Okay. And he set up the session and everything, and I went and recorded it. So.
Well, it came out wonderful.
Thank you.
You know, because not everybody can touch many now. And you did it your own way. You say, hey, I know I'm not going for that note, you know, but I'm going to do it my own way, and you're still going to feel it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I mean, Minnie is she's the GOAT.
Yes,
you know,
she
will always be the GOAT. You know, she's one of the best ever.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yeah. Just imagine if she lived longer and the stuff that she would have came out with.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Matter of fact, we talked about it. I was going to go down the line of the album, but since we talked about Memory Lane, let's just go right to that right now. Now, if y'all remember the first time Grenique was on, we ended the show with Memory Lane, you know, because we was warming up to this project coming out. Now it's here. So I'm going to play it again in case you missed the first show. But you know what? You know, I'm not going to go over everything that we've been on the first show. If you want to hear it, go on back. It's still on baasentertainment.com. That's BAAS entertainment.com. And check out the first show. We had a great time on that show. We talked about a little about Prince.
It was fun.
You know, and we were talking about a show that she had coming up with China Black and Jay Brown and Teron Austin. So it was a great conversation.
Yes.
Like, how can you not have a great conversation when you got great guests?
Yes, indeed. And it seems like time is flying, because what year was that? What was that?
That was 2.5 years ago almost.
Time is flying.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's flying.
Good thing we still look good.
I know, right?
We haven't aged a bit.
Thank God.
Right? Speaking of memory lane, here we go, y'all.
I stumbled on this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back down memory lane. I see the happiness, I see the pain. Where am I? Oh, back down memory lane. I see you standing there, such a happy pair. Love beyond compare. Look at there, look at there. The way you held me, no one could tell me that love would why I had to find this photograph. I thought I had forgot the past, but now I'm slipping fast. Oh, back down memory lane. Feel the happiness, I feel the pain. Here am I, oh, back down memory lane. I'm in the sunshine, I'm in the rain. Thought it was over, but here I go again. The way you held me, no one could tell me that love would
Uh-huh. Yep. On that note. Oh, let me ask you another question. How did you come with that title? When butterflies become unicorns.
I kind of approach it, think of it like Phoenix rising, like the Phoenix rising, out of the ashes. And then also just kind of, reminding people for the audience and the fan base that Grenique already has. The fact that, Butterfly was incorporated in the first title of the album. It was Black Butterfly, right, Grenique?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was Black Butterfly.
Yeah, Black Butterfly being her, her freshman project. Technically this is a sophomore project. You know what I mean? And so it was an ode to where she started, and then the chapter kind of continuing. And that's where that's where I kind of I thought of when I thought of the title. That's what I thought would be. It just felt like suiting to the occasion.
All right. You know what? Duh, that does make sense, right?
And it's like, as I get older, I'm tapping more into myself, and and not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just like a really rounded creative person, So a unicorn is like some special thing. It's like, oh my God, a unicorn, because I draw, I freaking do hair, I sing, I write, I crochet, I do all of that. So, I look at it as a unicorn,
All right, now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hey, that explains it.
Hey, this is Lettuce C, and I'm so excited to be celebrating the Bass Entertainment Podcast with my friend Troy Saunders.
So, is purple your favorite color?
One of them. Okay. It's at the top of the list because that's the tranquil. It's like tranquility. Purple brings it's usually associated with meditation. So, and Raheem, go ahead.
We're going to talk about purple flowers.
Purple flowers.
Cool. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
All right. So you were saying that Grenique was saying that purple was one of her favorite colors for meditation, and
absolutely.
And you drew on that on purple flowers, I presume.
Yeah, just again, sometimes I do it to just, well, not sometimes. I always do what the music tells me. So it just felt like a vibe. You know, I knew I wanted to have like a muted trumpet vibe on it. It just felt like that's what belonged on the track and was missing from the track when I first heard it. And again, I had a lot of fun penning that record, and also we had a lot of fun recording it. It just felt like a vibe. Like I felt like at that point it was one of the last records we recorded for the project, and I feel like that I found the comfort zone of like and a level of comfortability with her, and she did with me in the studio, and vocally too. You know, it was just it's a lot of swag and like vibe to that. You know, and I think I want to say maybe we did 2-3 sessions where she came back, and you know we added the talk track at the end, and you know it's just a vibe. It's a bop. It's definitely one of my favorites. You know, from the project.
I agree.
P-So.
Go ahead, say that again, Grenique.
Shout out to P-So.
He's
a producer.
Yeah.
Yep, he produced that. Yeah, very talented young man. Shout out to P-So.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. That's one of my favorites on here too. So let's get right into it, y'all. I know you're eagerly waiting. Let's hear Purple Flowers.
Put one in the air.
Put one in the air with me. Baby, take it there with me. Walking up the stairs with me. Out the underwears with me. Gazing at the moon with me. Get up on the room with me. Let mama come and light your fire. Spark the flame and pass the lighter. Smoke with me, smoke with me, smoke with me, Mary Jane. With the needle to the record playing John Coltrane, baby. I got time tonight for love, locked down for hours. So roll up, baby. I can roll your purple flowers. Let me roll your purple flowers, baby. Roll ya, baby. Let me roll ya. Purple flowers. Ooh. Just pull up on me, Just pull up on me, baby. Just pull up on me, baby. Have another round, baby. The echo in the sound, baby. Be careful not to drown.
Yeah, that's you know, if folks know I love a good sexy ass song.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite on the project.
And you know, Raheem, yeah,
my favorite.
Yeah, that's yeah. Mm-hmm. That's definitely one of my favorites too.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It definitely. I was about to say, Raheem, he knows he can put. That's why he calls himself the Love King, because he know he gonna throw down on a slow jam. You know, I play Marathon like it's out today. Marathon is my ish.
Okay. Yeah, the ballads. I've come to find that ballads are just my natural strength, and something I just gravitate to. I think again because of, the early influences. You can't lose with a ballad, and now being the new voice of the original Quiet Storm in DC, on WHUR, that's been. It's definitely a dot connector for me because it's something that I grew up to. I grew up listening to Melvin Lindsay. I grew up listening to the slow jams. You know what I mean? So definitely, again, we had a lot of fun with that, and it's a double innuendo. You know what I mean? Because the woman can be the purple flower, or for those that indulge, they want to roll like something. So a good strand of their choice. Yeah, the strand of their choice.
I love it
as well.
I love it. Yeah, like I said, love song to me is when an artist puts out their best vocal, because to me it's really coming from the heart. I mean, you really have to feel it to get that love song across.
Yes.
And I've always been a sucker for slow jam. I was 6 years old and I'm listening to the slow jams. All my friends want to hear the fast jams was danceable. And I'm like, nah, I got to hear this slow jam right here because this one is doing something to me.
Yeah, they have the best lyrics, like the best story. The storyline is like, it's so important.
Yes, it is. So that's like Purple Flowers, Intergalactic, All the Man. Those are my jams right there. You can't go wrong with those three right there.
Which one is your favorite?
It's between Intergalactic and I don't know, and Purple Flowers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, but I like All the Man too.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
It's just a vibe, man.
It is.
Bop, the super bop.
Yo, let me tell y'all. If y'all love what you're hearing, please support independent artists. From what I hear though, you're not doing too bad on the streams right now. The last thing I saw last week, it said like 50,000 or something like that, but I'm sure I hope it's like get better than that. Yeah.
Right? Have you looked recently?
It's definitely doing well. We're in the hundreds of thousands, and just like organically, like, letting people listen and people, every day is a new day for somebody to discover the music.
Indeed.
And, so I imagine at some point it'll crack, 1 million, 2 million, or however millions it does, in a streaming tip. It's a different climate for music and how people outsource it and how people, digest it too. You know what I mean? So again, it's been great energy out the gate for sure.
Oh, definitely. So do y'all plan on putting out because I'm a vinyl head now. I'm like, anybody gonna come up with a vinyl, I'm buying it.
Yeah, definitely been looking into the vinyl situation as well. Yeah.
Okay. So when y'all do, let a brother know, cause I got to get my little scratch.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Hi, this is Ashley Scott, and you're listening to the Bass Entertainment Podcast with my good friend, Troy Saunders.
So we're going to go to the next song, What a Love. That's not the bad song. Like I said, this whole thing, you can just it's like back in the day, you just put the needle on the record and let the whole thing play.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those jams like that. There's no bum tracks. Everything on here is good.
Thank you, Troy.
Now, I don't want to mess up the person's name that's rapping on here. How do you pronounce her name?
Oh, that's
Love the Genius.
Love the Genius. She spells it with the
7.
with the number 7, which is similar to the L sign.
Okay.
Yeah, so Love the Genius is the female MC on the record. Yeah, for sure. It's really dope.
She's very talented. Super, super talented.
Okay, because that 7 would throw me off. Okay. I didn't want to mess it up. So 7X the Genius or 7.
It's Love the Genius. She's out of Buffalo. She's out of Buffalo, New York, and out of that Griselda crew. It's 3 MCs from Buffalo. They're doing like big numbers, doing a lot of major things, on the hip hop side. So she's like the offspring of that crew. It's a lot of talent, a lot of dope MCs in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. So how did you get her down here to work with you? Were you already in contact? You said, "Hey, I got something for you to do."
Yeah, I worked with her on a previous on her project, one of her projects that she has out right now, and we stay in touch. And I just felt like she would be a great fit for the record. Sam Poetry, who's also a really dope MC / producer and engineer. Sam produced that record. He's out of Cleveland, Ohio, and I just felt I know Sam is I know Sam was like, he's a Love the Genius fan, and fond of MCs, and I just felt like it was just like just curating something that would sound dope,
Mm-hmm. Well, that you did. So let's get right into it. This is What a Love, y'all.
That's how
Yeah.
It's a pop.
You know, I couldn't fade it without the rap now. We done talked about it. We had to let it play.
It's about.
Definitely. Oh, now can people still purchase it? I know before you released it as on streaming platforms, they was able to purchase it. Is that still up and ready and still running?
Absolutely. You can still, if you want to support and do direct to consumer, meaning like support the artist directly, where it's maximized on what they receive. You can absolutely still go to even.biz. Again, that's even.biz and purchase not only When Butterflies Become Unicorns, but a lot of other rare exclusive albums that are only available there to the artist says otherwise. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a dope direct-to-consumer platform. I have some new releases that I'm going to be putting out soon there as well. And there's previous projects that I have there that have now been since released that you can check out there too.
What about, I'm going to go to the vinyl thing. What about your old projects on vinyl?
Well, it's a lot of red tape with the older projects because some of those projects I don't own the masters. I'm still waiting to inherit the master back completely, and so it's a legality thing. I can't just unfortunately put out the records on my own. But I have been re-recording a lot of my older stuff or some of the records that I know that I slowly but surely just that I want to have ownership, own the master, stuff like that. So there's a 20-year anniversary edition of You, which I recorded recently that I'm going to be putting out. It's a DJ Terry Hunter remix as well, and again with Grenique's project, When Butterflies Become Unicorns, we'll be doing some remixes and dope versions, stretching it out.
All right, because let it have some legs, let it walk.
For sure.
Well, I was going to ask you too. Now, I know y'all had this project together for years, so that means you have another project already ready, I presume.
Yeah, it's definitely some songs that are, it's a catalog of songs we already have that we could pull from, and I've definitely been working on some new things, some new ideas for Grenique, and she's been working as well, and I'm looking forward to like actually penning some records with her and letting her stretch. You know what I mean? It's just like just music has changed so much and it's changed sonically. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that sonically, because things just changed so much. You know what I mean? Since the first project, that I wanted to make sure we was off to a great start sonically. But I'm looking forward to her writing. She's a dope writer as well. It's collabing on things, or we go and we can find songs. There's a lot of great. I always say as an artist, not as a writer, but as an artist, there's a lot of great songs out there with nobody to sing them. So I'll try to find those songs. So I'm looking forward to that. To experiencing that, and just I think we're off to a great start.
Yeah. Because for one, I just wanted to say I'm glad that, Grenique is back. And not only that, she's staying around for a little bit. She got some more stuff coming out.
I ain't going nowhere.
People like,
I'm here.
It was like 20 years, girl.
I'm definitely, I'm definitely on her. Like now that the machine running, we got to keep we got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. Definitely got to keep the vibes going. But it's, I'm thankful that she trusts me with her sound and her artistry and the way she has. There's a level of trust that has to be there. You know what I mean? Because and it's a level of trust on my end too to know that she can like execute it and knock it out and make it hers.
But Raheem, do you get any rest?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you got something new every couple of weeks. You got something coming out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to move how I move if I didn't. I'm actually got to head to a rehearsal in a second and got studio after that. You know what I mean? So just trying to end first quarter real heavy. All
right. So that means you slept all the way up into 5 o'clock.
Fourth quarter, excuse me.
Oh yeah, fourth quarter, yeah.
Yeah. But I take a nap. I definitely have my nap. Yeah.
All right, so since I know you got to go, we're gonna play what we got. Intergalactic. Well, this is one of my jams. We gotta get right to Intergalactic. Wait, I want to play all three, but we only gonna play a little bit because I know you got to run. But,
it's all good. It's all good, yeah.
Intergalactic. This is one of my favorite, y'all, as well as Purple Flowers and What a Love and all the.
You say all of them.
Right. The whole thing, y'all. So this is Intergalactic. We talked about it earlier. So now I'm just going to play it for you.
I can feel my legs, baby. I can feel my toes. Your loving is a stairway to heaven. To the core, you be rocking my soul. When I climb aboard, like a voyage, like a ride, like the moon with the stars. When we collide, something lovely, and it's God is your universe. I wanna wrap my thighs around you. Intergalactic loving, baby. Yeah, I feel so high, you send me away. Round after round, I wanna stay. You're my intergalactic lover. Galactic lover. Intergalactic lover. Intergalactic lover. Intergalactic. You take me away, 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 and I feel away, away, away. You take me away, 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 make me feel away, away, away. My intergalactic lover, kiss me, touch me, caress me, explore
Yeah.
me, master this body gracefully. With voyage sleep.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs. You know what?
Yeah.
When Raheem played that song for me, it's a story behind it. He don't even know this. So he sent it to me. He was like, yo, I have a song. It's Intergalactic. And I heard it and I'm like, oh, because it's like really my favorite. Like Purple Flowers and Intergalactic. It's like, nah. And I was like, oh, he's going to take it back. Let me just hurry up. When we going to record it? I kept asking him, when we going to record it? Like, because I thought that he was going to take it and record it because it's so dope, you know? And I knew that it was going to be one of them joints, you know?
Matter of fact, it's my song of the day on Instagram and Facebook and everything. I put that on as the song of the day today.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take it back. I was trying to hurry up and record it. We need to record it, Rob. Like, when we going to record it?
Nah, here's the thing though. Like, I really took my time with these records and like tailor-made them for Grenique. So that wasn't even an option. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. And from an artist to an artist, like, you know, I've had people take records or make a move with a record, you know, that, you know, the business wasn't handled or whatever the case may be, you know. So I'm very funny about that and who I record with as well, you know, in terms of producers, because, you know, shout out to, I'm blessed to be able to work with producers who, when I do a record with them, they'll hold the record for me. Like, they won't even play the beat for a song for anybody or the beat. Like, they'll just say, hey, that's not available.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you got some cats and they go on a meeting and everything's for sale and they hustling, and I get it, you know?
Yeah.
But it was that was definitely tailor-made for Grenique, and I couldn't wait for her to get in there to record it. You know, I could be gruesome in there at times. You know what I mean?
In the studio, oh my God, yo. And then, you know, Troy, he likes to go live. So I'm learning the song on the spot. And he's like, oh, he be in my, I can curse, right?
Yeah, go do your thing, girl.
He be in my ass. You know what I mean? I be like, oh my God, bro. And then I'm all on live and shit. And I'm starting getting nervous. I'm like, no, this is crazy. This is insane right here, yo. But the after is so beautiful, though, you know?
And it's a culture, you know? And I just wanted her to, like, just kind of break out this again, because it's been so long since she had been in there consistently, and just, you know, everything's just changed now. Like, I myself, I didn't feel comfortable recording or making records on live when I first started, or, you know, back during COVID. But I quickly, you know, people want to see the process, and I know that my process is so unorthodox and unique that if I didn't show it, people wouldn't believe it.
Right.
So you know, so now I'm comfortable to a level where I'll do a few records in a night while I'm on a live, you know what I mean? Or, you know, and which is been great. But I also try to respect, you know, the artists or the clients.
I saw a couple of those lives
or visions, you know what I mean, for things. But yeah, I just, you know, the one thing I never allow her or any artist to tell me is that they can't do something, because if I feel like I tailor-made it for you, like, I know you can do it. You know what I mean? It's just how do we get it out? How do we, you know, and then it's just remembering that feeling when you sing it live. Like, how do we get it out that night? You know what I mean? Like, you know, just remembering that and embracing it.
That reminds me when I was a kid, because I used to do a little singing, and my father,
Word? Really?
Word, yeah. And my father would play, you know, a Stevie Wonder song or something like that. And Stevie is right on that point where my voice would crack. You know, and he rides in that spot. You know what I mean? He lives in that spot. I was like, Dad, I can't do it. He said, you could do it. You could do it. My father made sure I did it. But I find out now as I'm older, it's easier for me to do it. I think it was stuck in my head that, all right, it's in that spot. So you need to, you know.
Get out your head.
Yeah, get out your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear what Raheem is saying, you know, how he doesn't want to hear somebody say they can't do it because he tailor-made it for you. So he know you can do it. He can hear you do it in his head.
Yeah, and I know I could do it, but it's just like, oh my God, like I get a little nervous and then I just shake it off. I'm like, whatever.
It's crazy how some days you can sing something and it would just be effortlessly, and then other days it's like, God damn, this thing is not coming out.
I'm telling you, I hate that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey there, family. It's Carol Riddick, and you are listening to Troy Saunders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
I want to ask another question. Your radio show, people that don't live in the DMV area, they can listen to it online, can't they?
Yeah, you can listen online. Again, you know, it'll be a year in October that I've been on the air on 96.3 WHUR. You know, the voice and personality for the original Quiet Storm. I got the number one, you know, show on the station right now, number one show in the market, you know, number one urban show in the market from 7:30 to midnight, Monday through Friday. I got that word again today. It's been very surreal. You can tune in by simply downloading the 96.3 WHUR app on Android or the iPhone, and you can virtually listen anywhere. Or you can ask Siri or Alexa; they're usually helpful as well. You know, in saying like, "Hey, turn on 96.3 WHUR in Washington D.C." You know, between the hours of 7:30 and midnight East Coast Standard Time. You know, if you're not on the East Coast, then you know Pacific or Central, then you know, check your local listens according to that, you know, according to your time zone. But my time zone, 7:30 p.m. East Coast Standard Time.
Right. So if you in LA, y'all, that means you're going to tune in at 3. I mean, 4:30, right?
4:30, yeah.
4:30. Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll take an hour back each time zone.
Yeah.
Or add an hour, shall I say.
An hour.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah, because, hey, anybody that loves love songs like I do, you know, unfortunately, you know, what I miss, I'm really close to New York, but my house is like 5 miles from the reception of WBLS.
Oh, yeah. So it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. You're getting a little bit of Lenny Green, but you ain't getting how you need it. You know
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to my OG Lenny Green. Yeah,
love Lenny Green.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. So I'm not getting my slow jam fixed unless I play it myself. You know. So, but anyway, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, people can hear it all over the world, all over the country. So, because, you know, who better to play some love songs but the Love King?
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
We gonna get into the next song. We got 2 songs left, y'all. We got Lullaby and All the Man. So, Lullaby, what went into that process?
So Confession, Lullaby is the only record probably on this entire project that I didn't write for Grenique, but I thought that it would be like really dope for Grenique to do. I had it, I've been pinned the record, had a reference to the record. I think I shared with her who I wrote the record for initially.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and actually it was a record. I mean, if you feel comfortable with me saying who I wrote the record for. Yeah, so I actually wrote the record initially for Mary J. Blige, you know what I mean, at the time. And I, you know, her going through her transition of divorce and all the things, I didn't think it was, you know, it was kind of like, this doesn't fit her, you know, and I even considered, because I love the record so much, I just said, you know, the right person come along. And one day I was going through the crates, going through the vault, and I played the record, and I was like, man, this is just be dope. You know what I'm saying? For her to do. I think that record was probably the most challenging. You know what I mean? Because of and it's not a vocally challenging record, but I think it's the simplicity in it that makes it the most challenging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I have an unusual timing and cadence with records. So timing is a thing that's very important to me, but I don't always know how intricate the timing is until somebody else had to go in there and sing the record. You know, that's when I realized, you know. But we took our time. We did a few sessions. We got it right. I love it. I think she nailed it, you know, superseded the expectation. You know what I mean? And, you know, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're funny you say about your cadence and your timing. That's one of your, one of the things that stands out in your songs is a certain timing that you say, oh, that's a Raheem DeVaughn song. There's a certain switch that goes on in the record. And I said, oh yeah, that's
the pulse.
Huh?
The pulse. Yeah, the pulse, definitely. Yeah. I've been I don't know if any of those Tanya Nolan records have come across your radar.
Oh yeah, I had it written down right here.
yeah. So definitely, you know what I mean, Tanya, you know, working with Mariah as well. And you know, I love working with some of our more seasoned artists too, but you know, I like working with newer artists or more obscure artists for a lot of different reasons, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely, I'm in that season of like putting the sound out there and sharing the sound and pouring into other people. You know, I can't just keep it for myself, you know?
And I find out, you know, when you put it out there with other people and other collaborative efforts, and it makes the song even richer, you know, because you get other people's input in there and other people's feelings. And it just, you know, sometimes you just do it by yourself. It's like, all right, yeah, but if I add this person, and I like the last song, you got Jeff Bradshaw in there, and you know, he adds a little extra something in there, you know.
Absolutely,
I love collaborative efforts, you know, especially when they come off well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're gonna go right into Lullaby, y'all.
With one kiss you made my whole earth stand still, and the hair stand tall on my skin. The words you spoke, they released all my fears. And before we made love, you were my friend. And now you're dawn, you after the morning after, and my heart made it clear. And you could not refuse when you felt love too. And the day we took the walk down the aisle, and I became your bride, I will never ever regret saying I do. 'Cause baby, you're like the sweetest love I've ever known, like a kiss on a collarbone, like a la 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 la, like a la 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 la, so beautiful and so gentle, like la 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 la. You are the sun, you are my light in my darkest days. You're my ear, the one I confide in, the one I talk to. You are the blessing, you are the lesson. At night I pray, confirmation to the question, the dreams come true. Darling, you're my rock, my king, my platinum plus, my day one, always been down. Even when we beef and disagree, you are still a bad the other half of me. And there ain't a day in a week in a month and a year, baby, that I could even wanna try now to do it on my lullaby. Sweet, sweet love, like a kiss on a collarbone, baby. You got that lullaby love, a rockabye, baby. So beautiful, so
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That was like the top of my list too. I love this whole project. You know?
Okay. Well, you know, as you saw, when you listen, you're like, wait a second, that's bad too. Everything's just bad. You know?
Be at the top of the list.
You know, and Grenique, like we said in the last podcast episode that you was on, we were talking about how your voice has grown over the years.
Yes.
It's so much stronger and more confident, and
yeah,
it just sounds so good.
Thank you. I had enough time to work on it, you know. I was listening to my Pandora station yesterday when I was painting, and all the songs were coming on, like from When Butterflies Become Unicorn and Black Butterfly. And I was like, man, like this is dope, yo. It was just song after song, song after song. I'm like, that was my first time hearing like the second project with the first project like intertwined, and I thought it was dope.
And what was you, and did you, like when we was on the last podcast episode, you was like, I hear those first ones and I'm like, oh my God, I could have did that better.
Yeah,
did you?
It's like cringing a little bit, but you know what? I love it because it just shows growth. You know, it shows growth.
Yeah.
I was super young and, you know, still trying to figure it out, and, you know.
But girl, you're still super young. Go ahead now.
You know.
Oh, so is there any chance that we're gonna go on tour together, or do a little something, do a little liveness?
Absolutely. I want to at some point do like a Raheem DeVaughn and friends, and you know, have Grenique and different artists that I work with, you know, and which I've been doing that organically too. I've been kind of just doing it. I won't say like in order of seniority, but you know, Rob Brown, who's a spoken word poet artist, who we put out her project earlier this year as well, and she did the last City Winery run with me. Wes Felton, who's, you know, a DC icon in his own right. You know, the son of Hilton Felton. You know, collectively we are a group called Crossroads. Wes is back outside and performing. We just did 2 sold-out shows together at the Birchmere, and he may be joining me on some of the City Winery dates as well. But yeah, there's definitely plans in the future to do a number of things. You know what I mean? I'm most eager to get back in the studio though, and drop some new, you know, put some new sauce together. I feel like the pressure's on me slightly, you know, on us with how great this project is and how it feels sonically. But we got some more stuff in the can, that, you know, unreleased records. And like I said, I definitely, my creative juices have been flowing, you know, with Grenique and mine.
But you know, it's gonna be good, because you know what? I don't know too many things that you came out with that are bum. Everything that you put out is well thought of. The musicality is incredible. The vocals are incredible. And you know, I mean, you just talking about the Crossroads with Yazara, and you did Summertime remake over the summer.
That's the Crank Crusaders. So that's
Crank Crusaders, yeah.
That's the go-go band that I'm part of. Yeah. So shout out to Yazara, shout out to Bootsy Vegas. You know, wrapping up that project as well, you know. So, you know, dream bucket list is to have my own venue somewhere out in the woods, somewhere where we can, right? But we can just come out there and do us, you know what I mean? And people will come from all over to hear the music and enjoy the vibes, you know, enjoy and invite some of my artist friends. So,
let's put that on the bucket list. Shoot. Yeah, for sure. You know, that was always my dream thing too. I mean, when I started this Bass Entertainment, it was in 2009, and I was doing indie artist showcases. Yeah. But it was always somebody else's venue. Yeah. You know, so I always think, wow, what if I had my own venue, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. You know, I was speaking to one of my OG promoter mentees and mentors, and it's just, you know, you won't be a sharecropper forever, you know what I mean? So it's definitely about ownership with me, and, you know, the wheels are turning on that type of thing.
Also, let me say this. I'm in the process of putting together my show. So for bookings, you can hit up bookings at Grenique.com. So
for sure.
Y'all heard it. And I seen Mother do her thing. She works it. Okay. So I just want to, wait a second. I just want to say thank you all for coming out, because I just thought about, I didn't play the poem. I was saving the poem for last because it brings everything together. Mm-hmm. That was on the album.
You still got one more record, all the man.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm definitely was gonna play All the Man, and then I was gonna play the poem.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
You know,
unfortunately, I gotta sign out, so I'm gonna let y'all close it out. I just wanted to say thank you for having me on. Thank you for having Grenique on.
Yes.
Again, go without saying, I appreciate Grenique trusting me with her artistry. You know what I mean, and All the Man. I would imagine you want to know the inspiration for that. I would say that it's just I feel like we need more positive songs out there that that have Black women celebrating men, mm-hmm. Black men in particular. When I think about when I wrote about All the Men, I wrote about myself in there. I wrote about Grenique's dad. I wrote about my father. I wrote about any man who's taken a leadership role in my life, whether it be in my family or community. I thought, there's lyrics in there about her son Lyric, you know what I mean? And knowing, that journey of her as a parent, and a single parent for the most part, you know what I mean? And how proud she was of Lyric to go to Morehouse, at the age of 16. You know what I mean? So that's probably the only that's the record that when I hear that record, even now, I cried when I made that record. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was one of those records that because it was real personal. You know what I'm saying? And just me wanting to see her win, and knowing how badly she wanted to put out new music, and every artist deserves to thrive and be heard and exist. And you know what I mean? It's we're not in our artistry as artists, and it's being tormented. You know what I mean? We're not a lot of times we're not happy. You know what I mean? So yeah, she fought for that. We bumped heads all the way through it, and there was times I waited or maybe it could have came out earlier, or I was trying to finesse or see things through. But the greatest lesson I probably would say for myself that I learned in this is when you got great music, make sure it's ready. You know what I'm saying? Make sure sonically is what it needs to be, which is a major thing. Going back in and listening to the mixes and all. It's not about the money; it's about the experience that you're creating and curating, right? But also just don't hold on to it. Put it out. You know what I mean? Jazzy Jeff says, die empty. You know what I mean? I know a lot of artists out there that just got sitting on all this great music and nobody will ever hear it because they're making it for themselves, or their own insecurities, or what they think people are going to say, or if it's the right time, or I don't have the money for this or that. Just sometimes you just got to step out on faith and just drop it and just put it out.
And the way the music is, sorry.
And let people gravitate to it. Go ahead.
But the way that the industry is now, that it's easy for a person to just put out a project. You don't need a lot of money, It's the world is yours. Digital platforms, just put it out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just connect with the audience, social. That's what we have social media for, to kind of to work for us as our promo team and our street team and things of that nature. So again, thank you for having me on the show. Love to come back anytime. I'm sorry that I had to jump off.
Oh, no problem.
But I'll let y'all finish it out, because this moment is not about me. I'm just a conduit and a vessel for the art, you know what I mean? And it's about, it's a joint effort, you know what I mean? And, shout out to Grenique. If you're out there, check out the project, When Butterflies Become Unicorns. Yeah, and we're going to be dropping one of these singles to Sirius XM, and, shout out to the Heart and Soul family. And now we'll be dropping an official single at radio and strategically really soon.
All right, Raheem, I just want to tell you, thank you for taking time out to come on and talk to us about this wonderful project. And thank you for putting it out. You know,
Absolutely.
and not holding on to it because, you know, I've been waiting for 2 years for this puppy.
I know.
Yes, and it's always a pleasure to work with you, Ron. You know, you're just a dope spirited, you know, dope artist, just all with the way around the board. You know, it was a pleasure.
All good.
Yes.
All right, peace of love, y'all. Peace of love.
Peace. And thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's give Mr. Raheem DeVaughn some hand claps, y'all. Yes. What a great time. Hey, Miss G.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You know what? Raheem didn't go into detail when we ran back into each other. It was 2018 at Erykah Badu's party. We both of us was there, you know, and it was like so much time that was in between us seeing each other before. Like it was like a lot of time that passed.
Was it in New York City?
No, it was in Dallas.
Okay.
She had the party in Dallas, and you know, I was being interviewed by Revolt TV, right? So I'm like, okay, you know, my interview, and M1 from Dead Press, he interrupted my interview. Was like, oh, you know, acting the fool. So then I look over to the left, Raheem was right there. I'm like, oh, what's up? So then, you know, I get off my interview and go over there, and that's when we reconnected.
See,
yeah,
everything happens for a reason.
Yes, indeed. It was definitely fate, you know.
And I'm glad because this project is insane. I can't wait to hear the other stuff that you've been working on. Man, and the stuff that you haven't even worked on yet. I know it's gonna be bad. Everything.
Yo, we had this one song. It's like don't. Yo, oh my God! It's like that's one of my favorite. See, every song I have, I'm like, it's my favorite. You know, that's my favorite.
Well, Raheem is one of those dudes. You know, he'll come out some stuff.
Yeah, he's super talented.
Like
super duper talented.
I was going through music. I said, well, you know, if Raheem was the guest, where would I begin with the music?
Man,
I'm like, I don't even know. I was making a playlist. I'm like, well, I'm gonna have Raheem on here one day. I'm starting my playlist right now.
Yep, I'm telling you, for real, he got joints after joints. Like I listen to his radio, it just keep going and going. I'm like, wow, yeah.
And it's jazzy, it's house, it's R&B, it's jazz. I mean, everything. You know, he hits on it.
Yeah,
hip hop. I mean,
definitely a vibe. Like his ballads though are crazy. His ballads, yo. Dude. I mean, just everything is dope.
If you ain't pulling your drawers down with we hear some Raheem. Lord.
Definitely a vibe. Definitely. Yeah.
Grenique, I am so glad you're in here, girl. It's so good to see you.
Thank you for having me. I was excited about this interview, you know?
Well, I was excited too. I was like, oh my God. I didn't sleep that well last night. I'm like, all right. Grenique and Raheem.
I was going to miss it. I'm like, yesterday, Raheem called me yesterday. He was like, is it today? I'm like, no, it's tomorrow. He was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, yes.
Oh, so we are going to get into All the Man because Raheem gave us that wonderful backdrop on it.
Yes.
And this, like I said, this is one of my favorites on here too.
Okay.
And I play it over and over again. And
shout out to Travis.
Yes. And it's with Jeff Bradshaw on that trombone there.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. I know you're going to love it too.
Mm-hmm.
Shopping sprees, designer and fancy things, but baby I just need one thing. You're the man I need. All the man, just be all the man. I need all the man, just be all the man. I need. You ain't gotta be a gangster, but you can be street smart. You can make a lot of money, but oh no, but you can't buy my heart. You ain't gotta be a trapper. I won't knock your hustle. Will you give me the world if you give a lot of me? Oh baby, I'm much different than that. Shopping sprees, designer and fancy things, but baby I just need one thing. You're the man I need. All the man, just be all the man. I need all the man, just be all the man. I need. You could be a barber, you could be a bricklayer. I don't fuck with police, but you could be a rap slayer. You ain't gotta sell dope, you're going on more house party. You got something different, you got something different, and I do too. So many shopping sprees, I don't design and fancy things, but baby I just need one thing. You're the man I need. Just be all the man I need.
I love that song.
Oh,
I just love all of them. It's a great project. If y'all don't have it, y'all need to go stream it. Stream it. Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your kids. Tell everybody. Spread the word.
tell them.
Tell them.
That's why I said I got to do a podcast episode on this album alone
Yeah, yes.
because
indeed.
it deserves it.
Yes, thank you, Troy. Thank you for having us. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you feel it, like, because we both, like, put a lot of energy into this project, you know, and it's a long time coming.
And it shows. And I'm so I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it's been too long. I got to see you in person.
Yeah, I know. You know what? R.I.P. Daoud, my son's father. I will be in New York the end of this month. So I'll let you know and we'll figure out something.
Okay.
You know.
It sounds good to me.
I love to see you in person.
Yes. And please tell everybody where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Miss Grenique. That's MSGRENIQUE. Facebook, Grenique Harper. TikTok, Miss Grenique, MSGRENIQUE. And that's the same for Twitter and Snapchat.
All right, y'all. You heard it. Follow the beautiful and talented, multi-talented. You know, there's so much talent. And one of them nails, you can see them nails, baby. That's a lot of talent. Yes, Miss Grenique is so talented.
Yes.
So I just love this conversation, and I hope you enjoyed it too, because it just made me smile from beginning to end.
Yes.
You know?
Don't forget about the poem, because the poem.
Oh no, we going out on the poem.
Story to tell you the poem.
Go and tell them about the poem. Tell them about the poem.
Okay. So the poem, so we were mixing. Raheem and got it mixed and everything. So I flew into DC and we were listening to it from the top to the bottom. So he was like, I hear like a poem in it. He was like, write something real quick, right? So I sat and I wrote it. I wrote it in like maybe 5 minutes, you know. And what I did was use all the titles of the songs into this poem to open it up. So every song title is in this poem. Okay, y'all. So when y'all hear, you know, that's all the song titles in there. Yeah.
And it's so eloquent. It sounds so good. You would think that, you know, who would think that all those song titles would make a poem?
Yeah.
But it does. It's almost like who does stuff like that? Eric Roberson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'll grab stuff out from the audience. Give me 10 different words.
Really?
Yeah. And he'll make a song out of it.
Oh, that's
right
dope.
there on the spot.
Yeah, he's super talented also.
That's a bad brother too.
Yeah, he's super talented. Yeah.
Shout out to Eric Roberson. Love you, brother. So, what was I going to say? We talked about the poem.
But you know, my mom is a poet.
Yes. So
yes, my mom is a poet. But our family, our house, you know, our village is full of writers and creative people, you know, all of us. It's like a handful of us, like 15 of us all together. And it's just a whole bunch of creative energy. My dad was in bands and,
So what you saying?
My son does music and.
Hey, this is flutist Daryl Evan Jones, the ambassador of instrumental soul. Check out Troy Saunders on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.
Anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. You can follow me on Instagram, troyt.saunders. And when you put that in there, it's going to come up Bass Entertainment. You can follow me on TikTok. Yeah, I'm over there too, Troy T. Saunders, Bass Entertainment. And I'm also on Fanbase. I want everybody to start to go over to Fanbase because it's Black owned. We do all this stuff here on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. But Isaac Hayes III, he started with his group, Fanbase. So, and you can even be part of Fanbase development. You can buy stock in it, whatever, for $3.99. He's has that open. I think he only has like $4,000 more that he has to accumulate or get on his stock options. So, yeah, I mean, I'm on Fanbase also because I want us to support one another because right now in this climate that we're in, they're trying to knock down anything that's Black.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And the only thing that's going to keep us going is us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have my Fanbase account. I didn't know about the stock though. I'm gonna look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good to know. Thank you for that.
You got it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, follow me on Fanbase also, and and if you want to hear the old podcast episodes, go to www.baasentertainment.com, or you can go to any streaming platform. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you listen on, I'm there. Pandora, iHeartRadio. Just type in Bass Entertainment and you got all 140 plus episodes on there. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I have Grenique.com. You all can get my merch. Check out some merch out. Let me see. Do I have a hat around here? Nope, I don't have any hat around. I have a mannequin over there. They usually have that. My house is so creative. I got my painting back here. I have to finish it up when I get off the phone. Do
your thing, girl. Do it.
Yes, indeed.
So going over to Grenique's website, okay? Yep, get a little merch. Because like we said, between merch and purchasing albums and stuff, this is and live shows, this is how artists survive nowadays. Because unfortunately, even though the music is great, unless you buy it, it's not going to put no money in nobody's pocket.
Exactly, that part.
Streaming ain't doing it.
Right.
I mean, it sounds great when we say, oh, yeah, we're going to hit, 100,000 streams. But
go ahead and get your $30.
Right. Exactly. That ain't even groceries,
Put some gas in the car, what I'm saying? But I'm not complaining. I'm not.
Right. And if you download the record 3 times, get 3 people to download it. That's that 100,000 streams right there.
Yes, indeed. So y'all got to tell your mamas, tell your aunties, your cousins, spread the word.
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get on out of here because I had to get my baby in the bed because she tried to stay up all night. And
gotta try and
because she got to be up 5 o'clock in the morning. So she got to be up 5 o'clock in the morning. That means I got to be up 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, hey, please continue to check into the Bass Entertainment Podcast. I got so much good stuff coming on. Lucky Witherspoon and DOA coming on. I have Terry Dexter coming on. I got B. Slade coming on. His singing ass out. That's a singing fool. I got the lineup is crazy this season. All right, so come on out, come check us out at www.bassentertainment.com and all streaming platforms. Okay, so yeah. So until next week, peace and love. Let's continue to love each other. Let's continue to uplift each other. Okay, because life is too short.
Too short.
Yes, and I didn't forget about the poem.
Yes.
We are going out on a poem, y'all. Check this out. Peace and love.
Butterflies become unicorns. I drift through 100 dandelions. Purple flowers. Pondering on my journey down memory lane. I come to realize I wouldn't change a thing. As I sang beautiful lullabies. Tears stream. Tears of joy, that is. What a love it is to love thyself. As I pray to the Most High for guidance, I realize that He is all the man I need. And I am that I am, which is so intergalactic.
Hey y'all, this is David P. Stevens.
Hello, this is Christian De Masonis, aka Big New York.
Hey, it's Miss Grenique.
Hey, this is David Sosa, the Latin Prince of Soul.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin Owens.
Troy, Gordon Chambers in the building.
Hey, this is Let It See.
Hey, it's Helen Bruner and Terry Jones.
Hey, this is your girl, Lady Alma.
Hey, this is soul jazz recording artist Frank McComb.
Hello everybody, this is Ricky Jones.
Hey, this is Sticks Bones, that grooving drummer.
Hey, this is Toy Taha.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is Mark DeVaugn.
Hi, this is Mason. You're listening to my friend Troy on the Bass Entertainment Podcast.